Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Second down, Prescott finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Bruce Irvin with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Justin Hardy deep for Atlanta. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Right away, and no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the 1st down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though, and it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the 1st down, though. And you're right, that opening drive, keep those chains moving.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10 now, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Tyrone Crawford in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
21.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Going for the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. 52 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up first and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five.
Good sign on the opening drive.
12.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. A handoff left, Elliott. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 33. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Especially the secondary has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
20. Hey, gun. 11. 21. Better go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He got 29 yards that time. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
There we go, kill. There we go, 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
There we go, 47.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wide eight. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. Wide eight.
First half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. On 3rd down, Elliott fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure, because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
And that hits the crossbar and comes back, and it's no good. And by just a whisker, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Hey, gun. Space. 22. 27.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. He finds Coleman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. First down.
280. 12. Gun. Wait. Right. 54, south.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout.
Gun.
as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Gun! Hey, Tuesday. 54, south.
On second down, here's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Right. Wait. 21. Let's go.
Now Ryan. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up first and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Prescott going to come up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Prescott now from the 50. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Prescott from the gun. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So now third and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Final play of the half. Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw this first half of play. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And here now come the Falcons. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Ready. 11. 39. Let's go.
To throw again. Ryan throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Hey, let's go. Face to face. Ready. Hey, express.
Now Ryan on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Get up! Space. 21. Here we go.
Throwing again. Ryan, 45. Pass it, and now the rookie's free. So, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Here we go. Go right in.
Now Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
Nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gun. 280, sit on that. 280. Gun. Go. Left.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 52 yards. So the first connection there, Ryan to Jones, and certainly a big reason they're losing on the scoreboard.
As they go as a connection, it appears so goes the team. And they need to be on the same page, in sync. And they really wish it could have been earlier in the game. Now they've got some ground to make up.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 23 yards for the touchdown. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here come the Cowboys, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start on the ground with Elliott. Spinning away. And he works free. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Prescott now on 2nd down. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. First down, Prescott finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They go to Elliott again. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've insured your 6.
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Fielded about a yard deep. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, Tuesday. Get out. Wait. Ready, set.
On 2nd down, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. He's back to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Well, partner, this hasn't been the smoothest day for him, but he certainly picked the right time to get right, as they like to say. How about that for a touchdown?
Boy, he did. I guess they say all's well that ends well. It's not over yet, but you're right. He picked a good time for that first touchdown pass.
Exactly right. Not over yet. The defense is going to have to make it hold up.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is now... Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
46. 46. Get that. Let's go. Get out. Get out. 26.
He'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Then we're going to 53. Here we go.
Prescott to throw. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game. To have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.